Dreams. The name of the piece from that little brief excerpt is Dreams, written by romantic composer Robert Schumann. But it's more than a piano piece. The idea of dreams is tied to the field of psychology and the expanse and imagination of the human mind. It's also connected to the imagery in the works of Salvador Dali and other surrealist artists. Dreams are associated with the civil rights movement and the ideas of Martin Luther King and other activists. Dreams have political and social implications. We think of the American dream. And dreams can also be very personal, our own individual dreams and aspirations. There are a wealth of connections in varying fields to this one idea, instigated by the title of a simple piano piece. Breadth of knowledge is just one of the key components of liberal arts education. So I'd like to spend just a few minutes looking at this type of educational approach. I'm a product of liberal arts education, and I teach at a liberal arts institution, and I really believe it has serviced me well. I'm a musician by default, but the liberal arts education I had has allowed me to be much more than that. Liberal arts education is often under attack due to what is perceived as its inability to deliver job-specific skills. Studies and articles periodically appear that question the practicality and validity of liberal arts education. Ironically, though, CEOs and business owners frequently cite liberal arts skills sets as most applicable to, effective in, and tailored to the workplace. Studies and articles belittling liberal arts education apparently don't take into account the goals and outcomes of liberal studies, a much bigger picture, and some of the most practical life and vocational skills one could obtain in higher education. Nevertheless, we live in a culture that promotes the immediate over the long term, specialization over generalization, and job-specific skills over life and interpersonal skills. What exactly does a liberal arts education do? I should note here that it should be referred to as more specifically as liberal arts and sciences education. Few people really know or truly understand liberal arts education. For one, liberal arts institutions have a unique and special charge or mission. They generally don't just offer a buffet of general education classes or a path of least resistance that students have to get through before they get to classes in their major. Conversely, liberal arts education features a core curriculum specifically designed to broadly educate students in the arts, humanities, social sciences, and the sciences. This curriculum is the focus of the institution, though the major also provides a specific course of study in a chosen discipline. The skill set provided by liberal arts education is long-term, not designed to just get the students that ideal job in their field right after graduation. That mentality and likelihood is just no longer the reality in many fields. So let's look briefly at the types of tools liberal arts education provides. First, critical thinking skills. Students are taught to examine, analyze, dissect, and synthesize complex concepts and problems in order to find solutions. They learn to think analogically, to discover synergies, relationships, and connections and intersections. Second, already mentioned, is broad education. Since liberal arts education provides a diverse educational foundation, students are well-rounded and able to have intelligent conversations in an array of fields, not just their principal field. Students are engendered with the ability to be conversant in a variety of fields with those they encounter throughout their lives. Ambiguity. Liberal arts education embraces the idea that there are many ways to look at problems, and there may be no immediate or best answer. Stances and positions can be suspended while a range of possibilities are exposed. Fourth, skepticism. Liberal arts education encourages skepticism in the most positive sense of that word. It encourages questioning. Questioning then encourages seeking. Seeking information, data, studies, research, valid information, seeking answers. Fifth, empathy. As students examine various angles and perspectives, they learn to relate to and respect differing ideas, concepts, and peoples. They may not agree with those, but they can appreciate and respect them. 6. Creativity. I sometimes think of liberal arts education as brain stretching. Students are given the opportunity to look at creative approaches or ways to solve problems. Given the emphasis of the items just discussed and the constant challenge to look at the big picture as well as the smaller components, creative and divergent thought become a way of life in liberal arts education. 7. Communication. Liberal arts education is grounded in developing communication skills, both spoken and written. Expression of ideas is developed through class discussion, dialogue, and debate with other students and professors. Open-ended essay exams through class presentations or group projects. 8. Liberal arts education engenders informed local and global thinking. Students are encouraged to discover the workings of their local environment, but also become global thinkers aware of the world's political, economic, and cultural environment. 9. Curiosity. Given the liberal arts focus on diverse fields of inquiry, students become naturally curious about disciplines outside their own as they look for relationships and connections between disciplines. Questioning and curiosity lead to discovery. 10. Civic engagement, service, and leadership. Many liberal arts programs offer or require programs engaging students in civic activities, participation in service learning experiences, or taking on leadership roles on campus or in the community. These provide opportunities for students to develop and utilize many of the liberal arts skill sets they acquire through their educational experience, but are also practical vocational and workplace skills. The liberal arts pedigree seeks to develop future engaged citizens with leadership skills. 11. Soft skills. Liberal arts education affords opportunities for students to develop and hone soft skills such as interpersonal skills, organizational skills, teamwork, planning, awareness, sensitivity, self-confidence, to name a few. 12. Lifelong learning. Immersing oneself in multiple disciplines encourages continued and ongoing growth and development. Students discover and realize that the more they learn and know, the more there is to learn and know. They understand themselves as works in progress, always interested in expanding their knowledge base in a variety of fields. These and other skills are part of the liberal arts education experience and mindset. This is not to say that other institutions don't do these things in varying degrees, but in the liberal arts context, these are the primary mission and intent of the institutions. In order to deliver this type of educational experience and its associated composition and skill sets, a different educational philosophy is required. Faculty serving in these institutions possess and foster the liberal arts mentality themselves. They utilize specialized pedagogies, methodologies, and teaching philosophies designed to address the various components and benefits of liberal arts education. They model the inquisitiveness and curiosity of the liberal arts mindset. We live in a rapidly changing world. Our current students will likely work in multiple workplaces and vocations throughout their lives. In order to respond and adapt, however, our future citizens and leaders need to be armed with tools that are constants, skills that will service them effectively as they navigate change and progress. Liberal arts education does just that. Not only does it provide the foundation and tools for success in the workplace, it prepares them for life in general.